Well, I am pretty excited about the fact that players like Boxer and Nada have moved over. Essentially, they haven't totally sworn off Brood War, but they're playing StarCraft 2 at a high
Hmm.
level.
Yeah,
Boxer was in the top 20, I believe, of the last Korean top 200
the
that
Emperor.
Blizzard released. So, the man of one way, I'm excited to see him playing a lot more because I wasn't that big of a Brood War fan. I know Boxer's elite status, but I've never been so involved with Brood War to actually watch it unfold on the screen. So if Boxer can translate his elite status into StarCraft 2, that's going to be very exciting for me to watch, especially since now there's almost already an established order of players. You've got the top European 10 players that everyone knows now: Dimaga, Maro, TLO. I mean, there's more, but in the North America, you've got players like Huck and Kiwi Kaki, and there's the very high level players who may not even be in the top of the field anymore a few months from now when the really great players from Korea enter the scene and are playing globally.
Hmm.
And then there are still a lot of up and comers. Players like Spades and Newport just get better every time I watch them play, but people still don't know who they are. And so it's very exciting to see people still trying, even though these big names already have a really lofty status. There's still people coming up through the ranks, and that's exciting for me to see as a caster, because then when an upset does happen, I can cast it and everyone will love it.
Upsets are the best there is, indeed. Will you be going to BlizzCon?
BlizzCon, right now, I do not have any plans to go to BlizzCon. If I somehow magically ended up with a ticket and airfare, I would go, of course. But right now, BlizzCon is on the other end of the country, and I'm already going on my own dime on this big trip to New York City and DC in the coming weeks. So even Dallas, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it out to MLG Dallas, which is in November. It's too far. Like, I have to fly. I can't just hop in the car and make a weekend out of it. So I don't know. I at this point I'm not hopeful for BlizzCon or MLG Dallas, sadly.
Well, that's too bad. I live on the other side of the world,
Yeah.
so I won't be going either. But next year,
Yeah.
you mentioned you'll be going to New York and DC. You are, of course, talking about the Intel Extreme Masters event the next weekend. That would be the 9th of October in New York, and the MLG Washington DC event the weekend thereafter. You'll be going there, vlogging and covering it, I understand.
That's right. And I'm actually gonna hit the road this Wednesday, maybe around the time this interview is posted, and going up to New York City. Thankfully, I've got friends all over the Eastern Coast, so I won't have to pay a ton of hotel fees. That would make the trip impossible if I had to stay on the road that long and stay in hotels. So I really want to thank my friends and the Team Liquid people who have opened their homes and apartments for not just me, but other players from all over the country and all over the continent, really. Canadian players staying with Team Liquid folks locally. It's a great thing to see, and that happened in Raleigh as well. So I'm big appreciation for the people who are opening their apartments and their floors and couches and everything to the StarCraft 2 folks so that we can make these trips. But Intel Extreme Masters actually starts Friday, October 8th, and
My bad.
that's going to be, no, it's all right. That's going to be the round of 8. It's the American Championships. People like Huck, Kiwi Kaki, QXC, Coffin Luck. 5 of the 8 people are from Root Gaming. Root Gaming has blown me away with their domination of of North America so far. They're really a good team, and they need sponsors. So if you're a sponsor, check them out. But Huck is now a member of Team Liquid, which is cool because
Yes.
they're not North American based, I guess, but they have Tyler and Huck here, so at least they have representation. Unlike Mouse Sports, for example, who are pretty much all Europe, and I like seeing that teammates being able to see each other and potentially play against each other. But MLG DC, Rhett is coming, and it's rumored that Idra is coming, so I'll be able to meet some foreigners, meet some U.S. foreigners, not Korean foreigners. But that'll be exciting
Yeah.
as well. So Intel Extreme Masters, it's interesting to me that they're inviting the 8 players to New York City and then having them do the round of 8 on a day where no one's going to be there because people have work and people have I don't know. I feel bad for the players making the huge trip, and if they get eliminated on day one, it will be in front of almost no one. So that kind of sucks. But it is a very large prize pool. I think it's over $4,000 for first place, so they have a reason to be there certainly. But DC, I'm really excited for because it's going to be a much larger field. I'm going to see a lot more players that I know and love, and it's just a fun time. Raleigh, when I was there, I was kind of nervous. I'd never been to a live event before, and I was kind of nervous around the top players. I didn't know, if I was overstepping my bounds by asking them questions and things like that. But everyone's a normal guy. Some are just better at StarCraft 2 than others. So it's really, I'm comfortable with it now, I feel. So it should be a lot of fun.
Okay, well, of course you'll be vlogging, you'll be filming old school classic using a camera, covering the event, not just doing a VOD, but filming the actual goings on there.
That's right.
Like you did at the MLG rally. And I understand, of course, this will be put on YouTube, but you will also be putting it on your brand newish own domain, your site, where you'll also be doing more extensive material, write-ups, analysis, and just general recollections of the event at AskJoshy.com. Is that the case?
That's right. I've actually owned the domain AskJoshy.com since about February when I first made the YouTube channel, and I've done several things with it over the course of StarCraft 2's lifespan, but I think what I've decided on is I'm going to use it for live content, like you just mentioned. I can actually post to this website from my phone, so that's going to be nice. I can actually take a picture on my phone and get it on the website right away. And I didn't have that. Yeah, I didn't have that capability until now, so I'm happy with that. And it'll allow me, when I'm in New York City or DC, to update the blog in real time. When I was updating to TeamLiquid.net, some of the posts just kind of got rolled over because they were getting hundreds of posts every hour, and it kind of just got lost in the shuffle. So AskJoshy.com will be a nice place where I can collect all of the photos and videos and write-ups and things like that all in one place for everybody to look at. And once I get back from DC and New York, I'll start using it in tune with my YouTube channel, collecting all the videos, sort of organizing them, having maybe previews and reviews of casts that are coming up or that I've just completed. And it's also a nice place. It's actually a little bit more personal feeling to have your own website that people can leave comments on and ask questions and things than YouTube is, because YouTube is just kind of like a sea of people. And if someone actually comes to your site to ask you a question, it I don't know, it feels more personal, and I feel like I can get a better interaction with the viewers this way. So right now there's not a whole lot on AskJoshy.com, but in the next couple weeks it'll be populating very quickly. So hope you guys will check that out as well.
Absolutely, and there's a link very prominently placed in the video of this channel, as you will have noticed by now, dear viewer. And also a message to people watching who might have dreams and aspirations to be a YouTuber relating to StarCraft or otherwise. Having a personal webpage just makes you all that more able and indeed professional looking compared to all the others who choose not to. You don't have to have a website if you're on YouTube producing content, but you're a lot better at what you do if you do get one and use it efficiently, I would say, from my own personal point of view. So do check out AskJoshy.com. A lot of gems will be collected there, I'm sure.
Thank you.
It's it is good to have your own site. I've been having it for years, and it offers another dimension to your video content. So yeah, that's a good thing to have. But before we round this off, Joshy, I'd just like to ask if there are any other messages or shout-outs, or indeed, as I am fond of saying, famous last words you'd like to share with the audience.
Well, I've been kind of sprinkling shout-outs throughout this. TeamLiquid.net, of course, has been my home for StarCraft 2 this entire time. It's the only community that has it all, basically their own team, good collection of streams and VODs and tournaments. It's the StarCraft 2 hub, in my opinion. StarCraft Reddit, of course, I love you guys. I've been a big proponent of Reddit this whole time. I love that they're actually probably the second largest community there is for StarCraft 2, all in one place. And Penny Arcade, the BattleNet forums, the state that they're in. They're not that great, but they're still
Never
there.
have been.
Yeah, and of course, IC Cup TV, which I've been a member of for months and months now. Anytime I want to do live streaming, they enabled me to do that. I don't have the upload speed necessary to do anything on my own, unfortunately. And co-casting with Railcoon and Furious Jodo and all those guys has been a blast. And I really recommend IC Cup TV for anyone looking for live games. They have stuff going every single day, basically. And Railcoon is a champion. He streams almost every single day with our various co-casters. And of course, check out my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/AskJoshy. I want to thank you, Sebastian, obviously, for letting me take part in this interview. It's actually a pleasant surprise for me. I remember watching like the Day 9 interview earlier on during the beta. Always good stuff. Always good stuff from you.
Well, thank you very much. We do try, and it's very nice to be involved in the StarCraft community. As you know yourself, it's there's a lot of love to go around, and well, it's a very exciting game to gather around. So thank you very much for coming on the show, Joshy. I very much enjoy your content and look forward to see what you'll bring us next.
All right, thank you.
Well, to that I say GG and have a good day. Hello again, fellow nerd and nerdette. It's good to have you back. I hope you enjoyed what Joshy had to say, and if you liked it, do subscribe to it, because he is an up-and-coming StarCraft commentator, and well worth a watch, I say. It's been a busy week here at polygonreview.com, and there's been quite a few different interviewees coming on the show, and that won't change at all. But what I do want is for you to tell me, what do you want to see from the show? What people do you want me to interview? Do you want to hear how Husky's doing in LA, and how's it going with the HDH2? Of course, then I'm sure you want to hear from HD as well, right? Rhett, the old Brood War pro gamer, is coming back. He's joining Liquid. He's going to Korea and possibly even Washington DC MLG. Do you want to hear what he has to say? Huck, TLO again. I mean, he's TLO, right? Do you want to hear what he has to say? Do you guys remember Toss Girl? I do. Do you want her to come on the show? Might be a bit difficult, but I can try. Many, many others. Day 9, Tasteless, Artosis. Let me know who you want me to talk to, and I'll make that happen to the best of my ability. I may or may not even already have things set up with some of these people, but having your voices say the name of who you want the most will definitely help me to convince said person to take time off to come on the show. So do share. Who do you want to see? And, well, share the love. Now that's enough jibber-jabbering for me for a while. I shall see you guys very soon. Stay sexy. Polygon Review.